star. So we were sitting in the service, and I leaned up toward him, and I said, "I've just been touched to give $1 million." So as
and when I'm hearing all this noise, man, it was crazy because there were no black people on television. Before diversity became a thing, Tyler Perry was the only one out there for a long time.
Tyler Perry has been hit with huge suit from an actor by the name of Derek.
Oh, honey, karma just spun the block and hit Tyler Perry in 4K. The man who made an empire dressing like your church auntie just got slapped with a lawsuit. And guess who's doing a victory lap in the background? Monique, with popcorn in one hand and petty receipts in the other. Let's be real. Tyler Perry's whole brand is I lift black voices. But this time, it's one black voice saying he tried to lift more than just spirits. Actor Derek Dixon is accusing Tyler of sliding into his life like a casting call and allegedly turning it into a casting couch in the plot twist.
Filed lawsuit accuses Tyler Perry of assaulting an actor on one of the filmmaker's shows. Actor Derek Dixon has sued Perry for $260 million.
Monique is eating this up like Sunday brunch after blocking Oprah. And we ain't even scratched the surface yet.
Gotta say, it's blatantly unfair.
Katt Williams, the underground king of Hollywood tea, is co-signing the chaos like, y'all thought I was playing? At this point, Tyler might need Medea's purse full of defense attorneys because this ain't a Hallmark scandal, baby. It's giving Lifetime with a mugshot. You'd think the man behind $1 billion studio would know better than to end up in a storyline messier than one of his own shows.
Let's be very, very clear. It is possible that there isn't anything funnier than a guy in a dress. And if that's the case, then it might also be said that there's nothing funnier than a black guy in a dress.
But no. Tyler allegedly turned the professional into the personal faster than you can say, cut the check. And now, Hollywood's self-declared savior is looking a lot more like a predator with a press team. So here we are. Tyler Perry, once praised as Black Hollywood royalty, now trending for all the wrong reasons. And baby, if Monique gets that I Told Y'all press tour, it's over. Canceled tours, shady IG lives, and courtrooms full of receipts. Stay tuned, this might just be the biggest fall from grace since Will slapped Chris. For years, Monique was labeled difficult, bitter, angry, all because she dared to say Tyler Perry wasn't the Black Hollywood saint he claimed to be. They gaslit her, blacklisted her, and tried to write her off like last season's BET award. But now, baby, the block is hot, and Monique's sipping tea with her pinky up while Tyler's press team works overtime. And then Katt Williams, Hollywood's favorite unfiltered truth grenade, pops up like, oh, y'all just now noticing? This man's been trying to tell us for a decade that some of these power players are more predator than producer. And now that Tyler's allegedly caught in a full-blown SA scandal, Katt's just watching the flames like, see? I told y'all Hollywood ain't no fairy tale. But here's the real twist. People used to call Monique and Katt Williams haters for speaking out. Said they were trying to tear down a successful black man. Well, guess what? That successful black man just got dragged into a legal nightmare with texts, receipts, and a very vocal accuser. Suddenly, the haters look like prophets. Everything started in 2019 when Tyler handpicked him out of a crowd like he was choosing fruit at Whole Foods. At first, it was all innocent. You've got talent, let's get you a role, the usual Hollywood song and dance. Tyler cast him in Ruthless, and for a hot second, Derek thought he was living the dream. Instead, he says he walked straight into a nightmare. The real horror show kicked off when Tyler allegedly invited Derek to his Atlanta home in 2020. Sounds friendly, right? Wrong. Derek claims that after a few too many drinks, he passed out in the guest room, only to wake up with Tyler Perry allegedly climbing into his bed and feeling up his thighs. Sir, this ain't House of Pain. This is House of Predators? And it didn't stop there. According to the lawsuit, even after Derek turned him down, Tyler allegedly dangled bigger roles in front of him like bait. It's giving manipulation. It's giving grooming. It's giving Netflix. Start the documentary. Let's be clear, this isn't just scandalous, it's explosive. It paints a picture of a man allegedly using power, fame, and influence to blur every professional boundary imaginable. And with Katt and Monique already sounding the alarm, Derek's claims are now looking a lot less like isolated drama and a lot more like a pattern. If this was a Tyler Perry script, we'd all be screaming, this is too unrealistic. But apparently, reality decided to out-Medea Medea. Derek Dixon's claims just went from bad to what the entire hell, and it's painting a picture so grim, even the BET censors would need therapy. After allegedly getting groped in the guest room, Derek says he tried to play it safe, kept things cordial, respectful, maybe hoping Tyler would back off. But instead of easing up, Perry allegedly turned up the heat like a director obsessed with a rewrite. Bigger roles started rolling in. His character got a glow up. But the plot twist? That role was allegedly written to mirror exactly the kind of submissive, dependent partner Tyler wanted in real life. Derek's character on The Oval, a homeless, desperate gay man who sleeps around to survive. According to Derek, Tyler made it very clear. He wasn't just casting for screen. He was allegedly shopping for someone who'd be just as loyal, desperate, and easy to control in real life. That's not casting, that's psychological grooming with a SAG card. And y'all, it gets creepier. Allegedly, Perry continued inviting Derek over and the vibes kept getting darker. From flirty text messages to, "you should be held and made love to," level manipulation, it started sounding less like professional mentorship and more like a cult leader's diary. One visit allegedly ended with Perry grabbing Derek by the throat and making a comment straight out of a horror flick. "Look how excited you just got." Excuse me? Sir, this ain't acting class. It's a lawsuit waiting to explode. We're talking late-night flirt bombs like, "I hope someone holds you and makes love to you soon." You're missing the best years of your life. Sir, what kind of Tyler Perry production is this 50 Shades of Medea? And then there's the Oscar for intimacy energy. Derek jokes, "I'll say yes if it gets me an Oscar." And Tyler allegedly replies, "Well, the only one who could have gotten you that through intercourse is in prison." What? Who says that? You're not casting, you're confessing. But the juiciest tea, Tyler allegedly starts getting possessive. He hints jealousy when Derek does a photo shoot with another man, like, "Wish I was the one in front of that camera." Sir, how is this still about acting? At this point, Tyler's messages read more like a Craigslist personals ad written in Bible verses. Then it gets professional but sinister. Tyler warns Derek not to tell anyone on set about their new friendship. His words? "If they know you're here because of me, they'll play you small." Translation, "I'll boost your career, but keep your mouth shut or you're back to being background." If Derek Dixon's lawsuit was the first firework, Christian Key's is the boom that made everyone sit up straight and say, "Hold on, again?" Because baby, this ain't no isolated incident. This is starting to look like a franchise. And no, not the kind Tyler Perry's used to producing. Let's rewind to late 2023 when actor Christian Key's dropped a cryptic bomb on social media. He talked about an anonymous Black Hollywood billionaire who got drunk, climbed into his bed, and started fondling him. Now, he never dropped a name. But come on, the streets did the math. 1 + weird equals Tyler Perry. Especially after Derek said, "I heard the story, and I realized, same script, same predator." Christian never confirmed it was Tyler, but the overlap is louder than Medea in court. He said this mystery man offered money, fame, and protection, but also served up threats if he dared to talk. Oh, and plot twist. Christian alleges the studio tried to buy his silence, yup. According to Derek, Tyler Perry Studios allegedly paid Christian off and warned him to keep his mouth shut or face the consequences. So now we've got 2 actors, 2 bed-invading scenarios, and 1 very familiar script. Allegedly, Tyler's go-to move was booze, a guest room, and a midnight creep session that no one asked for. If this were a movie pitch, Hollywood would say, too unbelievable. But here we are, living the worst spin-off of the haves and the have-nots. You're telling me the guy with 2 alleged victims, a trail of texts thirstier than a Savannah summer, and a PR disaster unfolding in real time, is just an innocent man being set up? And just like that, love, fame, and filtered selfies collide in the most chaotic celebrity saga of the decade. Whether it's heartbreak or headlines, Haley and Justin are giving the internet everything, 1 ringless walk, 1 cryptic post at a time. Buckle up, this story's nowhere near its final chapter.